Welcome back to episode 314 of the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast. My name is Josh. I'm here with the one and the only Baba Louie. I'm here with California Dave, and I'm not here with Phil. Hi, Phil.
No.
Boo.
So sad.
Hey, Phil's in Ottawa. Hello.
You're patched in.
Yeah.
This is how many hours late are we? Oh, two and a half, 2.5, which is pretty good for us, huh, Louie?
Not bad, actually.
Yeah.
That's good. It's a Sunday. It's lazy Sunday.
Lazy.
I'm just puttering
yes.
around.
See, Phil makes us feel better. Lazy Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, Dave, what was your over/under in Louis panic attacks this morning? Trying to get all this.
Well, the betting line was at 8, so I think he went over.
Yeah.
Oh, higher? Higher?
Yeah, way over.
Way over.
In Louis' defense, because he does deserve it, this is a way different show than we've ever done. As you can, if you're the good listener, I'll inform you that we're outside on the patio or deck, I guess, of my family's lake home, overlooking beautiful Big Sturgeon Lake in northern Minnesota. And so we've never recorded outside. We have brand new microphones. Hopefully we sound good. That would be nice. And we have a brand new camera.
Yep.
And we've never recorded in person while patching someone a poop head in from Ottawa before. And we're doing that today.
I think I'm the poop head.
Yeah, you are.
Well, you're
But
the
that's
only
all right.
one from Ottawa, so.
Yeah, that's true. Lots of
You're-
poop heads in Ottawa, but I'm the only friend of yours that's in Ottawa.
Right.
You're our poop head, though.
Thanks, buddy.
This is our
Yeah.
national recap show today, so it's a little bit different. You're not going to have the regular segments that we do, like get to know your Hall of Famer or anything like that. Basically, what we want to do is just give our experience. We were only at the National for 2 days, and so we'll go through that. I'm sure Phil will pump us with a million questions along the way. And then we took off yesterday morning, so we're recording on Sunday, of course, and headed to northern Minnesota from Chicago for a little Gong Show family retreat, and we can talk about our adventures there so far.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you guys recording from? A parking lot? Like Home Depot parking lot or?
Yep. Yeah, this is a AI background. Everything we do is AI,
Yeah,
so I'm sure
yeah.
people wouldn't.
That's how I'm tricking myself. This is all just one really bad fever dream. You know, is it September yet? Go back to school. Screw the kids. Get in class.
September
Yeah.
ends. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Well,
that too. Because then it's Saskatoon, and then it's Expo, and then back to normal.
Back to normal. Well, let's start with the National. So Louis and I got up very early again on Thursday morning, 4 a.m., headed out to National. We didn't have the dog escape my house again and run around the neighborhood in the middle of the night. So that was
Did you
good.
give-
I had a plan.
I told Louis to give Kobe NyQuil the night before just to make sure. Not a lot, just a little. Oh no, don't call Louis. Call Josh if it's PETA. Okay, it's a joke. PETA
We
people.
chained him up. So this worked
Yeah,
well
that's good.
because he got to be outside with us like he wants to be, but he couldn't run away. And then Dave, you got up about the same time we did, right? To fly in from California.
Yeah, and I didn't get any sleep because, well, I got some sleep, but it was like 2 hours because I had a hockey game that went till midnight, and then I had to get up at 3 a.m. to go to the airport because I had an early morning flight. So it was about 2 hours of sleep. It's awesome.
You did good.
No sympathy, none. I don't care. I hope you stub your toe. I hope you get a
I
canker
didn't.
sore.
I didn't, Phil.
Well, you
did
will
not.
now.
Pretty easy peasy drive for us from Chicago or from Minneapolis to Chicago. Of course, we
That
all have
was
our
easy.
roles. Well, we all have our roles on this show. Louis likes to drive, and I like to sleep in the car. And then Louis takes horrifying pictures of me sleeping because, well, I don't know if anyone is a pretty sleeper. Maybe some people are. I, for sure, am a hideous looking sleeper.
I think most dudes are not the best. Like hand down the pants, little drool. Yeah. If like
Yeah.
if I saw a woman I liked with her hand down her pants and drooling, I think that's attractive.
Oh,
That's weird.
Al Bundy, female.
That's not weird. That's very natural, actually. Anyway, so how was the sleep in the minivan, Josh? Was it good?
Oh, we took Louis' car, which we'll get to in a second. Well, I'll get to right now.
Oh.
So Louis' whole plan around the National and coming up to the cabin is he's got this amazing contraption. What is it called? Like, what's the proper term for your
Toyota?
Rooftop tent.
Yeah, so he has a Toyota Sequoia. It's like a big giant couch when you're driving it. It's awesome for these long road trips. The reason why we don't take it to the national is it's a lot, or to the expo, I'm sorry, is it's a lot further and it gets about 14 miles a gallon or something like that. So it's a little bit of a gas hog, and we need a little bit more space that a minivan can provide. But he wanted to stay up here at the lake in his rooftop tent. And it's just like I'm saying, he's literally on the roof of his truck sleeping in a tent. Have you ever seen one of these, Phil?
No, never.
Yeah.
No. Sounds awesome though.
Maybe I can plug in a picture in post production here, so it makes sense.
Excellent.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you
Yeah, I'd
can do
like to
that.
see it.
Yeah,
It's pretty amazing.
It is pretty awesome. Way different than it's got like it's huge. Like 4 people could sleep in there. It's got a mattress and is really comfortable.
Mhm.
But anyways, why this pertains to us going to the national is a Sequoia is already pretty. And Louis, of course, he's a Minnesotan, so he's got to put on big knobby tires and make the truck taller than it's supposed to be, anyways. And this rooftop tent adds probably 2.5 feet or 1.5 foot or something like that to the height
At least
of
a
the
foot, yeah.
truck. So this for the last month, we've been trying to figure out, is there street parking around the National in Chicago, or if there's a parking ramp, this is probably not going to fit. And that was a little bit of an adventure going in. They let us park in valet, but we got that sorted out. So that was kind of the only hiccup we had. Now, Dave, how was your flight?
My flight was awesome because I just watched some shows and chilled. I can't fall asleep on an airplane, so I didn't get any extra sleep traveling, but I was pretty pumped. So I had like the
Yeah.
juices flowing, and by the time I got off the plane, I was ready to go. So
Mm-hmm. So traveling to the show went pretty smooth for
Yep.
once. That was nice. And we probably got there about noon. Finally, it settled by the time we parked. Well, we had to drive around 3 times to figure out where to park. Because you know how life works, where it's like, well, you could go right or left. One of the decisions is the right way, and it's a 50-50. 100% of the time I make the wrong choice. It's like, and then you instantly know. It's like you turn right, you're like 10 feet into the turn, you're like, oh crap, we're supposed to go left. So we had to go all the way around and finally get into the show. And we'll get into the size and scope of the national real quick. But one of the props that I'll give the people, or I don't know if it's the venue, whoever designs this, for the staggering amount of people that were at this event. Getting in and out was pretty easy. If I compare it to Cleveland, which you guys didn't go to last
Mhm.
year, Phil, you were not at either. It was like an hour process just to park and to get in and to walk like forever, and then to get into the show. Much
Mm.
easier to get in and out of the national in Chicago. So that was pretty nice.
Well, yeah, by the time you parked, you were in the show in under 5 minutes.
oh yeah,
Yeah, it's
Not
amazing.
even. I mean, 3 minutes might be fair if you just walk and you get to cross right away and in.
Mhm. Then it hits you right away, right? And I think so we're all Expo veterans now, which is amazing. It's hockey card heaven, and there's a lot of comparisons and contrasting that we can do between the Expo and the National. But to me, and it's almost the key takeaway from my perspective, is the scale of the National is so much bigger than the Expo. And I don't know if that's this year that really changed, or if I just had a misperception maybe the few times before that I had went to. But we were talking where it feels like you could fit four
I would
expos
4
inside
or
it.
5. Well, I thought it was 4, but then me and Chandler found some extra rooms like on the second day that I didn't even know existed, and they were massive. And I'm like,
Yeah, but
just
what
these
was in
2
there?
more
What was in there?
tables and cards.
More of the same.
Yeah, but
More the same.
is it quality over quantity? Quantity over. I love the expo because I feel like
Yeah.
3.5 out of 5 tables have good juice to them. I mean, I don't want to. The national
It,
sounds amazing, but what's the quality like? And I think that's hard to
it's not as much.
quantify considering we're hockey guys. You know.
I don't think it's much as much as the Expo is more of a card show than the National is.
Yes.
Okay,
There's
good. There.
there's lots of card tables at the National, but it's so vast and it's way more corporate. So like an example would be like the eBay booth, right, Phil? And the eBay booth was right next to us. They had a pretty good setup at last expo. They were doing the hand clapping thing, which really stunk. But
Oh, I hate the hand clappers.
yeah, but they
Put
had
them with
like
the mouth breathers.
they had
Fiddler Island.
the little stage, right? And then or they had like a where they were sitting and they had a recording and people that could sit in front of it. That booth had so picture the booth at the expo. I'm not kidding. 20 of those could have
Oh,
fit
yeah.
inside eBay's booth at the National.
So let's say the National is 10 times bigger than the Expo, and one of those 10 units is just eBay's booth. I'm not gonna drive to a different country for that. I'm just being a little bit of devil's advocate, right? Like the quality. I'm a victim of consumerism by myself. I don't need help.
Yes.
So I'm a little more scared. And I think it's hard, like I said, for us to gauge quality over quantity when we're hockey guys. But I mean,
Now,
I've seen
hey,
lots of social media people picking up hockey cards.
okay, so let's take that example then. You said, eBay's one of 10 in the National.
Mm.
You still wouldn't have known eBay was there. It was that
That's
big.
how big it is.
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
The corporate area, I mean, they kind of did a good job at kind of lumping things together. So, but like the corporate area was massive. Like it would have been the same size as the Toronto Expo, right? Just the corporate area alone. And then they even had like a whole nother area that was all just people breaking. And I think that was what was so shocking to me is how many breaks were happening all at the same time. And if people say they don't break, they're lying because
Wow, we know it.
there
200?
was there were so many people breaking. It was insane and was going on all
Ripping
the
wax
time.
or breaking, like buying into breaks?
Breaks.
Yeah, buying into breaks. So people are buying
Okay.
into breaks and they're ripping these breaks right there at the National. And then that's not even counting Whatnot's booth. That was like, well,
Digital
I'll have to
Mecca?
send you a video, Phil. It was insanity. It was like a racket and all in itself. It was
Is
such
it controlled
a big
insanity
area.
though, or is it just
Mhm.
is it chaos to a level where you don't know what's going on and you
There
don't? That's too much for me. That's my brain. I don't
there
like it. I
there
don't need
is a
help.
level of excitement for the people that are there enjoying the Whatnot stage. So the
Okay,
people
that's
that
good.
are
That's
there
awesome.
watching it, they are fully enjoying it. But if it's
And they
not
know
your
what's going
thing,
on.
you
That's
don't need
me
to
up
go
there.
to that section. Yeah, I mean
Okay,
they had like an elevated stage and they
that's
had
fun.
multiple
That's
people
good.
breaking different products, and then they had contests and other things that were going on. So it was
Overall,
wild.
though, Phil, it's not organized like the expo is in the sense like that. Like if you're at the expo, a lot of it is structured like in streets and avenues, right? Where there's lanes. It's like you go
Grid,
down
like
aisle
New York
one,
City.
yeah, two, three, and four. Being at the National is like being in a mix up between the largest IKEA and casino you've ever been
Yes.
in your life. Like you're constantly lost 100% of the time. You have no
Like
clue where you are
one
ever.
highway goes to 5 sub highway. Like to get back, I need
Have
need a
you
little spray
ever
paint bottle.
seen, I want to say it's either Alice in Wonderland or Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, but you're walking through it and you feel like, okay, we're getting to the end of this. Now where do we go? And there's this little door, and you open the little door up, and then it's another massive room. I don't remember what show that is, but that's all I could think of. And Dave found that out too. He was like, you guys, and it's, I don't know, towards the end of the day on
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah.
And Dave is like, you guys, there's a whole nother section that we didn't even know existed in here.
Amazing.
Like it was just baffling to me too. And I'm just like, we were kind of like wrapping up and I'm like, geez, we could spend another 2 hours just in this room alone. And someone was like, oh yeah, there's more tables. You take the escalator and go upstairs. I'm like, what? There's tables upstairs? Like what? And so then, we explored that room and then we went up the escalator and there's just this other room and it was just crazy.
I think maybe you're thinking of Labyrinth. Do you remember Labyrinth with David
Yes.
Bowie,
Yes.
the Goblin King? Yeah.
Yes. That's very good.
I
Well,
wish the
okay, so
Goblin King would take my brother away. Baby, stop crying.
But like there were times where you thought you knew where you were. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm starting to get it down. I'm getting my bearings. I know where it is. I know where I want to go get this food or whatever. And you'd start walking there and you were like, wait, where am I? Like I would just get re-lost again. Or we were looking for we were looking for Steel City and they're massive, a huge booth. And I'm like, I know it's here somewhere. And they have big things in the ceiling to point you to the right direction. You can't even find it. It was just
No, because
How was the
crazy.
food? How was the concessions and the amenities? Food was
Better than
good?
the expo. Better
Oh,
than the
yeah.
expo.
It was really good,
oh
Yeah.
actually.
yeah, dude. Good.
Did you guys get Chicago pizza?
No.
I didn't even.
Ah,
I
what a
didn't see.
waste of a trip.
I
See,
didn't
not
even
worth
see
it. Glad I didn't
pizza.
go.
They didn't have pizza at the X. See, they didn't cheap
They
out.
did.
Oh, they did.
No, they did. There
For the
was
national.
there was a place that I didn't know until after I'd eaten all my food that I walked
Okay.
by and I'm like, oh, there's another concession thing here and they sell pizza.
At like
So there.
at one
So
of the
this is
outskirts
Thursday.
that said snacks.
No, it's like in between two big, I don't know. It's
Oh.
hard to, I don't even, if I explained it to you, you probably still couldn't figure it out
Okay.
because I don't even technically know where it is.
So Thursday, you guys are there. You're overwhelmed. Things are bonkers. How did you guys stick together? Did you do the buddy system? Did you use cell
We-
phones? I
we
heard
held
Wi-Fi was
hands.
really good
I
this
think
year.
that was like the only way we could have done it. It's just
Yeah.
hold hands and like down the line.
Did you skip? You better
Yeah.
not have skipped without me. I'm a good skipper.
There may have been frolicking
Yeah.
in there too. And Phil, I want to give you like a good perspective, another perspective on size, but in relation to card hunting. Okay.
Okay.
Let's say that you're at the National and you've just been there for 2 hours and you run across a table and there's a card there that you're interested in. And you do the typical kind of thing. Oh, I really like this card, but I just got here. I don't want to blow
circle
half
back.
half of my budget. I'll circle back. Unless you took very detailed notes and videos and
Compass.
photos, you would never find that table again.
Yeah.
It's done.
Drop a pin on street maps.
Well, it's funny. It's funny you say that because now the internet worked in there, but it took forever for it to
Oh,
show
okay.
up
I
on
heard it
your
was
phone.
good this year. Yeah.
Maybe good as we had it, but it took a while. Not kidding you. I sent Josh and Dave my location. I shared my location on my phone, so when we got broke up, we could maybe try to find each other again. I mean, that's how big and crazy it was.
If you love something, Louis, let it go. Don't chase it.
There you go. Okay, I have a question for Baba Louie and Dave. First timers, having never been to a show like this. Is it too big? I mean, is that a thing? You wouldn't ever think that a card show could be too big.
If it's sloppy, like if it's like I want 80% cards, 85% cards. If the remaining 15% is corporate and it's big and yeah, whatever, I don't care. I want to be in the dark alleys and the nooks and crannies. I want to look over. I want to see Troy and Louie hunting in dollar boxes. I want to see Dave buying clear cut on discount. You know,
I didn't see any
That's
clear
what I
cut
want.
boxes, so I was
I don't
not
care
tempted.
who's that what not breaking unless it's a babe. There
There-
must have been
here's a-
babes there.
Here's a point on that though, Phil. I think that this has risen to a level, and from the sense that we talked to a few dealers that we know, I think these tables are so expensive now, you can't have dollar boxes. You can't, you have to
Really, eh?
sell.
Yeah.
You could never pay for your table by having a dollar box at the event. And I think there's something about that that might be unfortunate.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
So it does take out maybe a lot of the collector experience for the people that are like Baba Louie that are searching for that. Like if that's
You
what
got to
you're
hunt harder
doing,
then.
or it just kind of it scales you out, right? And so, I'm a person who goes and I dollar box hunt, and that's the thing that I enjoy the most. If you're going to the National, that's going to be harder to do. Of course, there were people that had it, but it's not what their focus is, right? So their focus is on selling maybe the bigger boy cards. But as far as like it being too big, I think if you are committed to being there for like the full time that you're there, you would have the time to really figure out
Like
the
the 4
layout.
days.
It might take a couple of days to really figure it out. Or I think in some ways I was like maybe a little rushed or panicked, like, oh, I only have a day and a half. So I got to like cram it in. I got to see as much as I can. I got to like hit all these things and just make sure I don't miss anything. And so if you have another couple of days, then you can kind of relax and go, I'm just going to concentrate on this room and not worry about anything else. And then I'll do another room the next day.
But-
So next year we'll go for the full time. The test run is done. The guinea pigs have done it, so that's good. Now the real people come to the
But
next
at
trip.
the same
Yeah.
Full
at the
4 days.
same time, you do like for people that are hockey card collectors,
Yeah, that's me.
I think I saw just as much at trade night, which was like a very small section, than I did seeing going all over the place and checking out. There's
Right.
very few hockey vendors.
Yeah, let's get into that
Well,
because
what was your question you were going to ask us? Because I never answered it.
is it too big?
Too big.
Is that
Is it too big? If you're planning on having that many people there, no. I mean, could you imagine that many people coming
Yeah.
to the expo?
Yeah.
That would be a nightmare. So this event probably has to be that big.
Yeah.
And that's okay. If you don't see it all, you don't see it all. You saw enough, and hopefully you got what you wanted, but you had to do your due diligence to try to see what you could, because I'm sure we'll talk about it, but we would have probably spent $2 to $500 more on our wax if we didn't find that one table.
Yeah.
Sure.
was it Grant's table?
No.
He didn't have wax at the table. Yeah, I think that you have to want the spectacle of it, right? That you have to go with the proper expectations.
That's a
That
good way. Yeah.
if you're going to, again, comparing it to the expo, which is what is easiest for us to do as hockey collectors, it's so much easier to find, and not just hockey cards, to find cards at because there's so much pomp and circumstance and corporate activations going on around the national that there's probably, I don't doubt there's more card tables at the national. They're just more spread out, and there's so much stimulants hitting you from every direction that it's almost hard to focus. Now, though, when we do get into the hockey card specific, like most people would expect, it's pretty few and far between. Is that a good way to put it?
Yeah, I think so. And one last point on the bigness of it that I do want to mention is that there's also a lot more celebrity presence.
Oh yeah, lots of famous people.
Ooh, like who? Like
So
who?
like Tom Brady was there. So
Oh, yeah.
there is more like, I don't know, you're gonna draw more of those famous people out to something like this as opposed to something that's more
Gronk.
just So
Yeah. Now we none of us have been to Fanatics Fest, but you could almost, from everything we've heard about Fanatics Fest, you could hear that, and probably in a very smart way, that the National has sort of blended the traditional card show into more of that fan experience sort of thing that Fanatics Fest has really pioneered. But yeah, there was very little hockey, Phil. I mean, Grant had the heat, of course,
But
and
in
beyond that.
comparison,
but even
I was
with Grant having the heat, you've seen his table at the expo, right?
It's tiny.
Like how many tables does he have in Toronto?
Oh, he has
Toronto,
like
I don't know, like
20?
28.
20 tables. He had
There was
Three?
four tables, and he had
three
Three
cases.
Yeah, just 3 cases.
3 cases. So he
Did
had
they
like
put
a
him near
table
other-
and a half.
Did they put him near other hockey people that haven't moderately, like, we're soccer centric in a wing? No, eh?
No, there
That
like,
might be something that would be nice for them to do
I
instead of making you
found-
go to the back of the grocery store for the bag of milk.
yeah, like I found a couple of tables, and that's why we went upstairs, because I was asking someone, and they're like, "Oh yeah, there's some tables upstairs, the escalator," and I was like,
Oh,
"What?"
there's an
Because
escalator. Oh, that's
There's
good.
an escalator
Save
that
feet.
takes you to the top floor, so that's where me and Chandler found a couple of other tables, which were actually pretty good. They were good
Listen, I
tables,
saw lots of
but
I saw people picking up good hockey cards. Maybe it just seems like there's like 2% of hockey in relative to everything else. But what if there's overall 150 tables that have hockey? Maybe that's
There
the
might
goal.
have been. It's just hard to find it. It's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the problem. And so maybe your idea of concentrating different.
Oh yeah, I got plans for next year. Yeah, I need 2 days, and I'm not going to see any of you. Yeah, I'll go to. I want to hit every table,
You're-
and find all the hockey there.
and you'll find them, but here's going to be your biggest problem. And this went for any other sport too. You want to look at cards? Good luck, because
Oh.
every Joe Blow is selling
Yeah.
cards, and you can't see what's in the cases.
Or can't
So
get to the tables.
what they need to do is, if you are buying and selling, I don't care if it costs you another whatever for another table. You buy another table and have one spot for people to buy, for
Like
you
a
to look
buy
at
in
their
line.
cards.
Yeah.
Yes, because you
The best
can't
dealers
see. You
control the situation. Like Grant
Yes.
at the expo, he has a table for buying. Get out of the
Perfect.
way.
At the
Yeah.
expo,
Yeah,
yeah.
point.
But nobody, there was two, from what I remember, there was two that actually had where they said buying, and they had a buying table and there was a line. Otherwise, their booth said we're buying, trading, whatever, but it was all laid out on the cases, and it was like, you know what? I'm not going to stand here and try to look at this stuff, so move on. And it
I get
drives me nuts.
I excel in those environments. I get
You get small.
nicely aggressive. You know, everyone I feel everyone's passive aggressive with me in my work weeks. So I throw it back at the card shows with
But they
my just
also
elbow.
have their cases and their bags and all their crap on the table, so
Yeah,
you can't
that's
see the
drives me
cards either.
bonkers.
So it's just
When
it is a
when the card
problem
bro
overall.
yeah, when the card bro puts it on the table and you can't see, you're like, oh man, it drives me
Yeah.
crazy.
Biggest thing I learned from it, though, all of the tables, and I don't know if this would have been probably would have been a good closing thing, but I'm just going to ruin it now. Um, you knew the tables that were high priced because nobody was there, and I would go to them and stop because there was a table for me to look at stuff. Nobody's in my way, selling or anywhere, and ask questions about prices, and it would blow your mind at how high they were on some of this stuff. And so then I saw a trend. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to another one. Same thing. Went to another one. Same thing. So if you're going to go for your first time next year or something, that's something to look out for too.
Oh, I'm gonna have fun. Yeah, I just want to eat a good meal in Chicago on side from
We'll do
cards.
that. We'll do that.
Yeah, I know.
Don't worry about it.
Will we?
Yes, we
There's
will
good food
because
in
we're going for
Chicago,
the
Louis.
full days.
Yeah,
Then
I
we're gonna
know
go
there
see.
there is, but okay, we were there for 2 days. We were there for maybe like one and a tish shows, let's just say, in time. We were gassed.
Sure.
But
You need
We had good
food. You're
we
an
had good barbecue.
organism.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that was 24 feet away from the hotel.
Okay. How's it gonna go? Okay, it's Friday night, and we're all exhausted from the national. It's like, oh, okay, let's go out for beers, pizza, and stare at a bunch of super babes in a wicked storied town. No, I'm too tired. I'm going to my hotel room. See you tomorrow. All right, see you tomorrow, Louis.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see.
All right.
I'll have the energy, I promise.
Back to the script.
Yeah, there's no script. We did get to meet a couple of people that I was excited about on Thursday. One of those gentlemen was a guy named David Chow. A lot might know him, especially if you're on Instagram. He goes by Shanghai Card Collector. He's got just go look at his account and give him a follow if you never have. But he's got some of the nicest hockey cards. I don't know if somebody has a better card collection than David. You could top 10 or whatever. Who knows, right?
It's
He's got
offensive. It's
yeah,
so good. It's offensive.
he's got amazing cards, and he lives in Shanghai, hence the name Shanghai Card Collector. And he had messaged me a few days prior to the event. He's been a long time supporter of our show, and of course, very grateful for his support going back to the very early days with just me and Troy. And got to meet him, which was amazing, of course. But then he told us that he is starting or has started a card show in Shanghai
Mhm.
called what is it, Mojo Fest?
Mojo Fest. Yeah.
Mojo Fest, I think it is. And the second one is in a couple weeks. So he was like in and out of Chicago. He had to head back to China for that show. They're kind of going out. They're bringing Anthony Edwards from the Timberwolves, and so it was great to meet David. He showed us some amazing cards that he had picked up, of course, right? And we got to
Mhm.
drool over those. But then a plan hatched, and you know me and my plans. I have plans.
Ooh, I love hatched plans. Origin stories are the best.
And I speak these into existence, right? So this is what I do. This is how I roll. I told him, I'm like, David, we, as in us idiots, want to come to help we feel a responsibility to grow the hockey hobby in China,
Mm-hmm.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean,
and
I've
we
been
want to go to
thinking.
China. And so we talked about, well, maybe next year, next August, during Mojo Fest, because he said that they intend to maybe go a little bit bigger, a little bit better. And China's a huge market for baseball cards, football cards, basketball cards. Well, they should have a hockey presence there as well. Oh, I have a side note about that in a
Mm-hmm.
second. But I told and he I mean he nodded his head like maybe that. Now I don't know if he was like giving us platitudes or not,
Just
but
waiting for the conversation to finish.
I'm gonna do everything I can to weasel our way to Shanghai because I think that would be amazing
That would
That'd be
be
to be
insane.
incredible.
able to go and to spread hockey. And I want to get to my real quick tangent before you guys chime in. So we were talking about this at dinner at Friday night, and somebody chimed in, which I thought was an excellent point that I had never thought about. And what they said was, we're talking about just how big other sports have become in China.
Mm-hmm.
And this person mentioned that one of the biggest mistakes, maybe ever, and I might agree, that the NHL has made is when the Olympics were in Beijing by not having NHL players in those games. And it's like the light
Mhm.
bulb went off, and I'm like, oh
Mm-hmm.
my, what were they doing? Think about that. How how basketball is massive in China because the NBA, and we've talked about this before, made a concerted effort to send Kobe Bryant there for 6 weeks and do exhibitions and shoe signings or whatever he did at the time. And now, just from a business perspective, right? It's like, oh, why wouldn't I want a market of 1.5 billion more people? I can't believe well, why am I surprised? Number one, but I can't believe that they were dumb enough to do that. But I don't know. So well, so we'll have to market hockey for the NHL if they can't do it themselves. Maybe who better than
Then a
than
gong
us
show.
to do that. But I don't know, you guys want to go to China? Should we try to make that happen?
Well, yeah, they get snow up there in the western regions, and I mean
Hmm.
it's cold in certain parts of China. They must have barns out there, no? Hockey rinks.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. Yeah, I don't know what they have.
You got to. I
I'm
mean,
But
how could
we
they
should
not? I don't know.
go and find out.
Yes.
I think
I'm
it would
ignorant
be
to it a lot of
responsible for us to do
Right.
that, right?
It would be
It would be
irresponsible not to.
irresponsible to not to do that.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
Silly.
We mentioned this to Neville Pather when we were talking, partner of the show and a great guy, and it was awesome to see him there. And because Pather produces ultimate holders out of acrylic, not polystyrene, that that he's been to China a bunch and he's been to Shanghai and he said it's amazing and that we would love it there. And so that was a good ringing endorsement. I don't know though. Are you a little part of me? I just got to be honest, is a little fearful to go to China, not for any reason in specific, but
like political.
No.
no,
Oh,
just
okay.
because the culture is so different that
Like if you want a hamburger,
yeah, it's like
that's
I
what I'm
don't.
worried about. I want a hamburger and fries. No, 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 no. Like, what do you
Yeah,
mean?
but
No.
Neville said that he was going to come with us and it was going to be a boys'
Oh,
trip and
yeah.
he was going to take us under his wing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, I want to get Billy from Upper Deck to come, and we should have a hockey contingent that
This
goes to Shanghai.
sounds like the Hangover
Mm.
penalty box edition. Where's
Uh,
Phil? Is he on the roof? Oh God.
What? And I actually want, and David agreed. David Chow again. I'm talking about. I said, well, after when you get back, maybe before your show, and when we get back to Minneapolis, I want to have him on this show to learn a little bit more about Mojo Fest, and then just talk about the. He said he could fill us in on sort of the hockey market, hockey hobby in
mm-hmm.
China. I would love to
He's our
learn a
connect.
little bit
He's
about
our
that.
educator. He can
Yeah.
be our ambassador over there. Does he speaking of Mojo, I know it's not the same thing. Did you guys see other influencers there, for the lack of a better term? Like, did you
Oh
see
yeah.
Jeff with the G Wilson? And did you see
all
Mary
of
Gamble
them,
Gamble? Dave, you
all
said
of
you
them
saw
were there.
Mary.
Well, I
Yeah.
saw her, but I'm not as obsessed as you are with her. And
I'm not
so
obsessed. I'm
when
not
I
obsessed.
saw her, I
I'm in
didn't know who it was. And then when I found out on Friday Nights with Phil how much you were obsessed with her, I
oh
went and looked
Jesus.
her up and I was like, oh, yeah, I saw her around. Yeah.
Do
But
you want to ruin
I didn't have a
do you want to
conversation
ruin
with her.
every possible realistic scenario? Keep using the word obsessed. Why don't you use the word healthily interested?
Should we say stalking? Would that be
Yeah, I
better?
think
we're
No,
getting
stalking
it.
those are
might
all words.
be
Those are all words. Listen, married
closer.
guys, I understand you didn't have game and Riz and all that stuff, but
We're
just
getting,
because I'm living a bit of the life you wish you were, just don't be that mean.
tip,
Don't stab me in the back if I'm not in the room with the ladies, okay?
tiptoeing, breaking the law, right?
I mean, you were the
Yes.
one who said she blocked you from all social media
It's a
platforms.
joke, obviously not, dude. If she actually blocked me and sent me like you're making me uncomfortable, I'd quit everything. It'd be over. I'd be mortified. No, I'm always respectful. I'm persistent. That's all.
Do you know if she's single?
No, I have no idea. I don't care about that.
Oh.
If you're not married, you're fair game.
Wow. Where's the shots
Yeah, no
fired
rock
button
on.
there?
There's no rock on that hand. Sorry, buddy. Yeah.
Family.
Do
show.
you honestly think that if you could shoot your shot, that you would have a good chance? Like, are you confident in your
50-50. Well,
get a date
she
or
doesn't
something
like
like that?
tall guys. No. She likes tall guys. No. It's easy for me. If there's a little
Smart.
bit of interest, I keep going.
Handsome?
If there's not any interest, I stop.
Muscular?
It always kind of works.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Some people just don't like other people. That's fine. I can't have everyone want to like you. That'd be weird. Yeah.
Every
So who else
influencer
would you
is
see?
there.
Yeah,
Everybody.
everybody
Yeah.
was there.
You name them, they were there.
Were they trying to do big productions with cameras, or were they really trying to get to the meat of the cards?
Some of them. I mean, there was definitely like cameras on people. Everywhere you walked, it wasn't like, oh, that person's filming something. It was just a normal part of it. A lot of people filming a lot of stuff. So it was just a normal part. It wasn't anything out of the ordinary.
There was one big internet hobby celebrity that wasn't there. That
It wasn't there.
Phil. You
Oh.
weren't there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hilarious. Yeah. So
You're such a celebrity, Phil. You're
Philip.
Yeah.
Maybe the only expo you couldn't hear him in, probably.
Yeah,
Or
I doubt
national
that.
or
Challenge
convention.
accepted, Louis. Challenge accepted.
Yeah,
We
good.
still got
You
a
picked
lot of
up on
where's
it.
Phil. So
Yeah, I'm
that
half
was
asleep today. Look how loud
that
I
was
am
a
already.
question that was often asked.
So what'd you boys pick up if you had any hockey? Did you guys
Well,
actually purchase any cards, or?
We'll get to that, but I figured that you would
Okay.
want to hear about our big meeting.
I don't know what we're allowed to talk about, so I'm refraining. So did
Ah.
you meet anybody from the lower bowl? Upper deck?
Oh yeah. Oh, I get it. The lower bowl. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
lower
did.
bowl.
We had an amazing
Oh,
opportunity.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And California Dave came in your stead. He's got the best story about I'm going to let him tell it in a second, but just
Would you
set
pretend to
up
be
the
me,
scene.
big jerk?
Stronger, more handsome, or smarter.
Mm,
better
I
looking.
don't know about that
Yeah.
first one, but
Yeah,
okay, go ahead.
Taller. So we had the amazing opportunity to meet with Jason Mashra, the president of Upper Deck, and Grant Sangron again, a guy I really, really like, who's the VP of product development. And we had more than an hour with Jason, which was kind of awesome. Got
That's
to talk
awesome.
about a lot of things. But Dave, you tell about the initial interaction that you had with Upper Deck's president, Jason.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. So we go into this. They take us into this room, and obviously Jason knows who Baba Louie is and Josh. And I introduced myself. Hi, my name is Dave. And he was like, "Oh, Dave, how are you involved in the Gong Show?" And I was like, "Oh, I do the Friday night show with Phil." And he's like, "Oh, California Dave." So he didn't know me,
That's how he knows you.
That's how
but he
knows you.
knew me as California Dave. And so I was like, "Yes, I am California Dave." But I don't know. I feel really weird if I'm like, "Hi, my name is California Dave." You
Oh,
know,
you
like,
are
Too many
California Dave.
syllables. There's too many syllables. Yeah, Cali Dave.
So, anyways, it was pretty funny that. So then it was like, oh yeah, and it was really cool to meet with him and to learn that he basically listens to, what we do, the shows and everything. And
Wait a minute. He knew. So he didn't know who you were, but once you said Friday nights with Phil, he said California Dave.
Well, he said he knew who California Dave was. So I can't
Oh,
remember
okay.
if
So
I
maybe
said
he's
that
watched
or if I
Friday nights. Well, that's
said,
pretty cool.
I don't know. Did you say, I don't know. Anyways, it
Doesn't
really
matter. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Jason, how's it going? Yeah, that's
And there
good.
was
So what you
really
guys talk about?
There's really no like specific agenda or project or initiative. it was just
Yeah.
very nice for us to be able to meet with Jason, open the lines of communication. We got to ask him a whole bunch of questions just about how Upper Deck works and how the hobby works as a whole. And he was very generous with his answers. And,
How did
you know,
Louis ask the question? How do you make cards, Jason? Well, Louis, sit on my take a seat here and I'll explain it to you.
Jason told us the print run for the acetate
Yeah,
young guns,
but we
but he
can't
said
tell
we're
you.
not allowed to share it with you.
Yeah, it's
so
25.
just
I know,
sorry.
listen, it's 25. You can't
No.
it's 25. It's you can't
Feels
BS me
so
on that.
good.
It's 25.
Well, and a lot of it is sort of his, at his level, right? It's like it's those big picture questions, right? Where Grant
Mhm.
Sandground, the VP of product, like he's much more into how the sausage is made,
Mm-hmm.
where it's more, like how does the NHL, uh, you know, work with them and more stuff on that level, and the kind of again those big picture things. I'm sort of fumbling because there are a couple things that I don't want to
That's
get in
okay.
trouble for.
Did you
He
ask
Oh, what?
did you ask Grant why there's no Sidney Crosby exclusive Young Guns achievement in the 24-25 E-Pack? That would have been my first question. Hey,
We didn't
Sandground, got a question for you.
we didn't get
Why-
that granular
Okay. Well,
with that, but
my list is growing. My list is growing.
Oh, well, keep it going.
Yeah.
Okay.
it was just a really nice opportunity to get to meet him and for him to get to know us. And I hope someday to have him on our show. Like that would be a goal of ours. And
Mr. Mashra? That'd be
yeah,
amazing. Yeah. Love
yeah.
to have him on the show.
What night do you have softball so we can maybe make that happen?
My summer's 86, man. I got no summer. It's the worst summer of my life.
It
Broken
sucks.
ankle, big house gimp. It's terrible.
Mhm.
No baseball for me. None. They're like, you can play catcher. They only sponsor the team. Anyway, so that's good. You boys met up with Upper Deck. That's super. How was their presence at the National? Did they have a good booth? Did they
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
have representatives? What was that like?
Much bigger booth than it's a different booth. I think it's a little bit bigger than their expo booth. Like there's no like rooftop
No.
kind of place, and it just gets so lost. It's like no one, even Fanatics. It's like because there's doesn't stand out as much as
Yeah.
some of the bigger booths do at at, at the expo.
No, they had
Did
those.
Upper Deck have like you know how you can buy boxes? I never know. I never take advantage of the program, but
Yeah.
they had those
Yeah.
the National had those silver packs. Did Upper Deck have their black packs? If you buy boxes, you can
Mhm.
do that. Engagement opportunities.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing I will say, whereas it was again tables with cards was a little bit more hit and miss. Although some people got, Chandler, who's with us, got an awesome McDavid card, a patch auto at the show. There was pretty cheap hockey wax, and we definitely took advantage of that. And so,
Would you guys
as a
buy?
hockey, um, oh, we
You
got a 2022 Parkhurst,
How
50
much?
bucks, 50.
$50.
Wow, American. That's
Mhm.
like 80
Yeah.
Canadian. That's crazy. Wow.
You could
Shit.
get artifacts for like 45 US,
You
and
can buy all those.
yeah, well, I'm just kind of saying what were some of the less expensive,
Mm-hmm.
but even they had really good prices on O-Pee-Chee Platinum. We got some Metal Universe from 2024, 25. They had some really good prices on SB Authentic, multiple years.
Yeah.
If you bought that, I mean, there wasn't. I think that the variety was a little bit more limited when it came, but the prices were good. And I really think I just had a hunch for a long time that there's been so many releases coming out and products are building up and releases aren't stopping to come. We're already into the 2025, 26 products. I feel like even at the expo,
Oh, it's going to be good.
there's going
It's
to be
going
a
to be
lot
good
of
for wax.
cheap
Yeah.
wax.
Yeah. I think that's a very, very good point, Josh. 100%. Did Johnny have a Mintink presence or did he have a Johnny presence?
Well, there's always a Johnny presence, and he did not have a booth, but
Okay.
in a show so big,
He was everywhere.
He was
We
everywhere.
still
Mhm.
ran
Guys,
into him like
his
8
social
times
media,
somehow.
he's my
It's like-
go-to. No offense. I go to his whenever I go to Instagram, I'm just going to Johnny's Instagram account. That's the
Mhm.
best gauge for me to know if I'd have fun at the national. I think I would.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
know.
And anytime you turned, it was like a oh guys, come here, check this out. Oh, we gotta shoot this. Hey, you guys, come on, you guys gotta film this for us. I'm
Hey,
it's
camera
like,
guy, you
yep,
following me?
yep, exactly. Like shoot this, shoot this, shoot this. We need to get this. Oh
Does
my
he
god.
have someone following him around? That's what a Hasselhoff used to do
Yeah, he
when he
did.
used to love me and be my faithful son. He used to follow me around with my phone and he used to film me. It was much easier. Now I have to pay an adult to do that. I think that'd be easier. That's the
Yeah,
best way to do it because then you forget someone's filming you.
he
It's the
had
most natural environment.
two guys from the group there. You know,
Oh,
Adam
okay.
Adam
and
and oh the dude that's been there
Maz.
forever. Yeah,
I think his name is Maz,
yeah,
right? So
but
sorry if I apologize if I got your name wrong.
yeah, but
Right.
no, they were constantly. Johnny was going.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Johnny does this thing and they document it as best as they can, right?
right.
As best as they can is key. I hope that helps you boys.
If I had Johnny's energy for one day, I think I could accomplish everything I'd want to in my life.
You could see that show in one
You
day.
could. I was about to say you could probably figure out where everything is
Mhm.
and know how to get back to it if you were Johnny.
Just give me an
That is amazing.
espresso next year. Give me an
Uh,
espresso, and it's you won't see me till nighttime at dinner. Just tell me what restaurant, what time we're meeting there, and
if it
that's all I need.
was me with a
I'd be
little
on the
more
first
up
floor.
here, I could remember where everything was in one day. But I don't. Johnny will.
I would say it would
Johnny
take
can.
you 6 years to get to the
No,
tables.
Johnny could see the show in 2 days, and he could see the show in
Yeah.
twice in a day. But he ain't
Well,
gonna remember where it all
it
is.
was like if
Yeah.
I lost you guys, I had to call you and say, "Hey, where are you
Okay.
guys out?" Or text you and say,
Mhm.
"Hey, where are you?" "Okay, I'm over at Upper Deck's booth." "Okay." And then it was like, "Okay, how do I get
Yeah.
back
Where's Upper
there?"
Deck's
Where's
booth?
Upper Deck's
And then I would have to like figure out, and then I'd be like, "All right, I'll be there in 5 to 15 minutes,"
Mhm.
because I didn't
Bring
know
a
how
booth
long it was
then.
going to take for me to get there. But if you just turned around about every 5 minutes, you would see Johnny like behind you somehow. So he was just always there. He's
That's
just like
amazing.
a
I love that guy
whirlwind
so much.
swirl.
A water bug.
I know you guys you don't watch in general a lot of social media about cards. I do though. I watch a lot of Americans. What would be your best guess to why every year, and this year's no different, why are so many channels disgruntled? Like, what is it about the national? Like, maybe it's miserable people that are really good at being miserable and kind of more negative, but there's always such a downer, about the national. Oh, there's so many people. Oh, the cards are overpriced. But then there's other channels that they're having a great time, right? Like they're having a blast. Oh my God, look, they're over there. And like I even saw a very positive guy walking on the floor and he saw backyard breaks. He's like, yeah, it's not my cup of tea, but there they are. That's their booth. And he just kept walking. It was beautiful. It was nice. He's just displaying the national. Did you see a lot of grumpy people? Like, did
No.
you see a lot of sour people, or is
Uh-uh.
that just easier to do when you record? Like I've always been a little bewildered by that because I would think people are happy there. Is it a good vibe? Like, are the vibes good there?
Oh, I had a great time. I
There,
didn't.
I thought I had a
Yeah,
feeling.
yeah. And
Mhm.
Phil, it's like anything in life. If you could give 100 people $1 million and 25 would complain to you for an hour
Yeah,
about paying taxes
I
and
only got this left.
oh, I now I have to go to the bank and
get
you
in my
know
car,
my
start it.
my wife's gonna want to buy this and it's just like it's like anything in life, and I think in particular when it comes to content that listen, the easy content win is to go negative. That's just the fact.
Or
And
maybe that's what it is. It's just the easier way,
yeah,
maybe.
it's
Yeah.
so easy because
Well, what are
the
you gonna click on first? Honestly,
of
you
course.
won't believe this crap at the national. What were they
I
thinking?
click on everything. I like it.
I
I like all aspects.
sure, but what that's
Yeah.
probably gonna be chosen first.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good
That's
point.
how we are.
But
10
people that were good,
horrifying
like,
things I saw at the national is will get clicked on, let's put up like to Louis to your point, two YouTube uh titles, right? 10
okay.
horrifying things I saw at the national versus I went to the national and had a great day, right?
No
Which
one's watching
video
that. No one cares about your great day, you loser.
Yeah, good.
and
That's a
that's
good
part
point.
of how narrative, how media in of itself, and we're that's
Yeah.
our brethren here, that's how narratives get set because human beings we find the negative more salacious than the positive, and we, we can't stop clicking
Flavorful,
on
Louis. It means flavorful.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
that. There you go. So I think that's it, Phil. You can nitpick, you can compare and contrast, but there was if you went there and didn't have fun,
Yeah.
I don't know how you could.
Find
Then
something
maybe you're
different.
not. Then
You're
the
doing
hobby's
the
not.
wrong thing, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
Check out cars or
exhausting.
stamps, maybe.
Like you're walking around all day, your feet hurt, you're exhausted. You're still having like the greatest time of your life, right?
Right.
Like
Yeah, you're with your
like
friends too, and there's
you're
like
with your
crappy food
friends.
that tastes good.
You're looking at crazy cards. I mean, we showed it on our show on Friday night, but Howie was there with the 101 Bedard shield, and he was just going around showing it to everyone, letting people take pictures of it, letting people hold it. Like he said he was messaging me today on Instagram, and he was saying just to see like these kids hold the card and like see their faces light up holding this
Aw.
amazing card. Like he was like,
Yeah.
that's why I'm doing it, just to give other people this experience. So you can
Now give me my $1,000,000.
and you can have it, kid, if you sell
Yeah.
everything.
Where's your dad? What does your dad own? 4 Best Buys? Yeah, get him over here.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's an amazing experience, and if you go into it with the right attitude and you enjoy yourself, you're gonna have an awesome time. There's nothing to be said about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to go for just 2 days next year. I want to make it worthwhile,
Well, we might not be able to.
Yeah.
That's with some of the things that we're working on. And
Yeah.
just a couple other things I want to highlight. So we had a ton of business meetings day one. Day two, we had more time to hang out, and we just got to, the best part about these big events to me, but I think it applies to any collector, is the opportunity where we normally, whether it's on Zoom calls or Instagram chats or people that we develop these relationships online, nothing replaces seeing people face to face, getting the opportunity to hang out with them, maybe go grab a bite to eat or walk around the show with someone a little bit. It's just there's literally no replacement for that. So we spent a lot of the second day doing that. The one thing we did go to on Friday night though was the big trade night. And Phil,
How was that? Did you walk around? People show their cards on tables? Like, is that? That's how it works?
yeah,
Well,
yeah. Okay, so and I hope the audience gets this as much as you will, but the best way for us to help you understand is for the last couple expos, we've gone, of course, to the Mint Ink trade night thrown by them, which is in the big ballroom at the International Center in Toronto. And it's just like you have described, right? It's a really big ballroom. Like if you had like a massive wedding there, they have a bunch of tables, they have some snacks and refreshments, and then basically everyone goes and sits around them and puts their cards out, and then you can walk around and kind of wheel and deal. Well, this room, again, getting back to the scope and scale of this entire event,
4 times.
you could Dave's saying again 4 to 5 times
It was
bigger,
it was massive.
and
but there was one
Like the
problem.
physical dimensions of the
we'll get
room
to
you're
that.
talking.
Okay.
We'll get to that.
I'll be the background for that.
Yeah. You can do the background for that, and then, but not just the size. It's again, every big brand had huge, what we would call in the marketing biz, activations, or almost like a second booth.
Right.
Big video walls, and again, it looks like you're in a casino at trade night. And I got it before Louis talks. You're going to talk about the hockey section, I assume, but
Oh no, I will, but that's where I
Oh,
wasn't. I
okay.
wasn't going there.
okay. And then they did, to make it easier for people, kind of, because it was every sport was there, and every genre of trading card that you could look, and they would have these signs and it said hockey section, right? You're going to find this part hilarious, Phil. And so
Okay.
we go over there, and of course there's like
first off, how many tables?
2.5.
Round,
2.5?
Round
2.5.
No, but how many round tables were there total?
300.
300, 400. Yeah.
2.5 for hockey.
2.5 for hockey.
Okay.
And you know
And
who it was?
You
It was
called
Grant?
Yeah. Oh, Grant, Sam Genova, Marco. It was like being at the expo.
Yep.
All the
Right.
boys from Toronto.
Yes.
Yeah. So it
I
was
love it.
just it was just that crew. So again, a very little hockey perspective. Okay, now you can enter. I don't want to. I wanted, it, but I think it might be the same thing as you. So I'll let you kind of give your
Well, yeah.
2 cents.
So, but when you were in there and you're literally standing next to somebody at the table trying to talk, like Josh, try to have a conversation with Dave right now. You're at the card table. Go ahead, start talking.
Hey,
Dave.
Dave.
I mean,
Yeah. So Phil, they had a main
Yeah.
stage, and they had like these 2 guys doing like a podcast, and it was so loud. I had
Oh.
to scream if somebody was. And this is a trade night where you're
Right.
supposed to be meeting people, and it was so obnoxious that. So okay,
Yeah.
now I'm gonna be the complaining
well,
content person.
let's make this the thumbnail then.
Yeah.
Flippin' trade night. What a
Why trade night at the National was obnoxious.
Well,
It was
maybe
though.
without
And
the
this-
podcast
this
guys, would it have
stage
still been too
was-
loud?
No,
No.
Maybe?
no.
No.
Okay.
They had in Spinal Tap, all Spinal Tap ways, they had the volume not on 11, on 13 for
Yeah.
this. It was, it made me want to
That's why-
leave right away.
Remember the expo when Karn was like, "No, do your podcast during the show," and I was like, no, there's nothing more annoying than having what you just described.
Mhm.
So no, yeah, you don't broadcast a. Yeah, that's horrible.
Like when we were
Oh,
trying
well.
to do our interviews at the expo last fall, and then eBay went live, kind of like that, where you couldn't hear anything.
The clappers and the it was
Mhm.
it was a lot. It was intense. Did you see any? Not on trade night, but did you hear while you were walking around, or did you overhear any people from Canada or different countries? Did you hear any like British accents of like, "Oh, there's Wayne Gretzky"?
I
You
even
know.
met a guy from Sweden. Actually, bought my.
Nice.
That's the guy that bought my
Carry price.
my Carey Price auto redemption pack card.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, so he was
Oh.
way from over the pond.
That was that
Yeah,
trade
so
night? You sold that out?
International event,
Mhm.
right?
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah,
Josh,
we-
did
we-
you
Oh, yeah.
did you sell that thing? I don't. Am I allowed to
No.
ask?
He tried.
You didn't, eh? I'm glad you didn't.
It was pretty low balls.
I'm gonna Slab Sharks it. I think that
Okay.
I got some low ball offers. I would love to hear from other people that were trying to sell cards at the National. I'm either justifying this to myself or it is a real thing. I think these tables were so much that people were not. You know how like you're kind of used to. Well, I go to a show and a lot of guys advertise paying 85 to 90% comps.
Yeah.
I was getting. So the card that I'm looking to sell, in case if anyone wants it, is a 1956 Topps Jackie Robinson PSA 7. It's a nice card.
White
It's the
back.
white back. The last sale was like 3,000. Some guy said, he's like, this is not worth. I'll give you $800 for it.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Mhm.
mean it
That's
was. Yeah, and literally when I gave up after like 3 attempts because the first 3 tables I went to, I had to sit and listen to a lecture about why this is a crappy card and why it's not worth anything. And
And that was one guy's
Delayed
perspective.
installment.
The other perspective that these dealers would take is, you know how much it cost me to go here? That card last
Got
sold
that.
for $3,000. I can't give you a 25 for it because I'd have to be down in like the 2s or 1,500s because of all the money I got invested in driving here, my hotel, the show. Bro,
Yikes.
that's part of
Don't
doing
need your life
business.
story, bro.
That's part
Keep
of
your
doing
life story.
business. You have to take that out of your whole thinking process when you're buying cards for somebody. That's the price
Yeah.
you pay to do what you're doing. It's not my fault that
Mhm.
you got a expensive hotel or whatever.
yeah,
So he got bent over so much on the cards and then gets lectured constantly, and it's just like it's not even you probably got to the point where it's just like I just
no,
am
I just
done.
said we have Slab Sharks and it's an amazing,
Yeah.
it's an amazing card. It'll do well. Forget it, right? I'll
Mhm.
just ship it. I'll have Louis canoe it over to Canada, and then we'll
Row your
we'll,
boat.
we'll go that route.
Oh,
And to your point, Louis,
I could start here. That'd be a
yeah.
lot closer.
And this is a little free advice to anyone that sells cards or sets at a card table. You can that is it is so apparently unprofessional
Hmm?
to talk about, well, my expenses and I had to pay gas money to get
Well,
here.
it's
And
lame.
yeah,
It's lame.
Well, it's like you, Phil. You own a business. If for every one of your customers,
Being
you
lame?
know, no, yeah,
Oh,
but if one of your customers asks, well, how much to cut down this tree or something like that, and you say it's X amount of money, and they say, geez, that's kind of a lot, and you have to and you sit there for literally 20 minutes and explain to them, it's like, do you know how much my insurance cost and my rent went up? And it's just like, never make it. This is a good advice for any. Never make it about you,
Josh,
because
you know what
you
I get
know,
the most is how long is that going to take you? It's
mm,
like, what? What does that have anything to do with it?
yeah.
It has everything to do with it. They don't like it if I can do it quick.
no. So I
Anyway,
think what Josh probably is really looking for is what he really wants to say then is, what are you looking for the card? Okay.
yeah.
I'll do my comps, go through there, take a look, and I really can't get to you that for you, but thanks for stopping by.
Yeah,
And that's
and
all it
Yeah.
needs to be.
I don't care. Listen, it's like in any buying and selling arrangement, offer whatever you want, but just say, if somebody says, "What are you looking for the card?" and I say, "Well, the last sale was 3,000, and my starting point is I know you have to make a little money. I understand your situation. I would take 2,500 for it." And just say, "Oh, that doesn't work for me," so I can move on. Don't give me some stupid life lecture that I don't want and I don't need for 15 minutes. It's like,
No, son. No, son. You need to learn here. Okay.
oh my god. It's because it's so off. It's off, but that's fine. It's like, I don't buy the card. Big deal, right? Yeah. So we were there 2 days, Thursday and Friday. A little part of me, and I didn't even check back because we were really busy yesterday, and I can't wait to talk about last night in a minute. But
Do we have to?
I was a little glad that we weren't going to be there Saturday because there were so many people yesterday, and you guys can chime in with, and Phil, you could too. I'm very much more an introverted person, right? And so the greatest way that I've was ever described to me about the difference between an introvert and an extrovert is, being in crowds, either gives you energy or takes it away. And for me, it's not about how good you do in a crowd of people. It's more, again, that either that source of energy or depletion of energy. And I was pretty wiped out, and just how popping and how much stimulus and how many people were
Yeah.
there on Friday.
Hmm?
I just was thinking tomorrow, meaning Saturday, is going to be bonkers at this place. And, it would have been a lot for me to be there. And so a little part of me was tired to begin with, like I always am at these things. And
Adrenaline, baby. You got to kick
yeah,
that in.
Hey, so
yeah.
how
It's
about
hard.
how about I'm segueing to something else here. There wasn't I know it's huge, but maybe cut out a little more space. I know you want as many vendors in there as you can because it's all about the money, 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 dollar, dollar, dollar. There's some more spots to sit and just chill. I mean, they tried to put chairs around the back walls, and they had that one
Yeah.
massive spot in the main entry foyer there. But other than that, it was like I gotta go to the bathroom and rest my feet. I mean, I don't even have to go, but I'm going.
That's Phil's big
Yeah.
idea. He wants to do that. If we ever do anything big at the right, I'll let you say it, Phil, but at the expo, you want a lounge, right?
Hmm.
Yes. I wanted Loud's Lounge, but Gong Show Lounge. I think it'd be
Hmm.
great. And a place to
Yeah.
like, hey, Phil, look at this card I got. What do you think? And I don't like doing that in front of a table that someone paid and they want to try and make sales,
Hmm.
And so I feel a spot for all of us to congregate would be fantastic.
Hmm.
Yeah, it would be amazing. It is lacking. I mean, there was a lot of people sitting on the floor
Right.
because there's a long wall. Why not throw a bunch of chairs up at least so people
Yeah.
could sit in a
Yeah.
chair instead of on the ground?
So overall, though, it sounds like a smashing success.
Oh, it's
You
great.
know,
It's
I'm sure
fantastic.
Saturday was crazy.
I was fine with 2 days because
Yep.
I came with a budget, and by the
It's
time I
gone.
bought a couple of cards and some wax, I was out of my budget, and I was
What do you,
good to
yeah,
go.
Phil, he says he comes with a budget, and then, which we'll kind of get to right now, the entire drive to Minnesota, he's bidding on cards on eBay. So
Yeah.
Dave style. That's how Dave operates.
Don't
it's
let
a
Rebecca
budget
know.
that resets every day in the world
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Dave.
It's a fluid budget.
To be fair, the cards I was bidding on, I didn't win, so I freed up more money.
Yeah, you would have paid for him though. Yeah, so Saturday
that's
morning, we got up very early, headed back. We had about an 8.5 hour drive to where we're at right now, which is my family's lake home in northern Minnesota. And Dave been on cards the whole way. Louis' truck is very big, but we had it pretty packed because we got a lot of recording equipment to make the show. And the funniest part to me about the drive was when we finally got to Hibbing, where I'm from, which is about 25 minutes from the lake. We had two stops we had to make. We had to go to three. We had to go to the grocery store and the adult beverage store. And
Mhm.
then my parents' house, which we're talking through new mics. Hopefully they sound good. I had them shipped there. By the time we got our groceries, our adult beverages, and picked up the many Amazon boxes from my parents' house, it was a clown car. Like, we were literally driving to the lake with boxes on our lap, and Louis couldn't see out any window. We couldn't have fit a
Nope.
Kleenex into
I
this
love it.
Sequoia.
We could have rolled the Sequoia and we all would have been just fine. Would have
Yeah.
been in the same spot.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but we did get everything here, got unpacked, took Chandler and Dave, California Dave, on an ATV ride while Louis tinkered with
Oh,
our new.
exciting. How'd you
Yeah.
like it,
We
Dave?
It was awesome. I mean, it was
Yeah.
if you like eating dust the whole time
Yeah,
because,
they ate dust.
we don't know
You gotta
the
close your mouth.
trails or the
Right.
area, so we're basically just following
The dust.
Josh, and I'm literally like but it was pretty sick. I mean, the trails are really cool. Like, there are parts where, like, the trees and the bushes are, like, right there along the side of you. There were some really cool steep hills to go up, so it was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was more fun
Sounds
when I
awesome.
drove than when Chandler drove because it was scary.
Yeah. Yeah. Dave was scared with Chandler. Then afterwards, like, they were dirty because your face is like black, right?
Mhm.
You're just, and so you either take a shower. We're like, well, there's a big lake, and so we went on the pontoon boat, went to the
On a
beach,
pond.
and tooled around. And then here's the funny part, Phil. So while we're
Okay.
at the National and there's cheap wax, we've covered that. We each bought because we're here for like 4 or 5 days, a big supply of wax. So
Mhm.
every day that we're here, we can open up a box or two and have fun. Have some hockey card fun the whole time here at the lake. In about 2.5 hours, we burned through every box last night. We have
You
nothing
opened
left.
every box? Oh,
Six-
you
we
guys
have
are
nothing
great.
left.
16.
16 hobby
16
boxes.
boxes.
And we were
You
we were opening one at a
knuckleheads.
time, so it lasted really long. But the plan was not to do that. It was let's just open one more box.
One more.
Let's
Yeah,
just open
yeah.
one more box, and
As
then we
every crackhead I've
realized
met.
Yeah.
Just
the
one
train
more,
was not
man.
being
Just one more,
stopped,
then we'll go.
and we're just gonna plow
Yeah.
through all of them.
And then at some point, Dave just looks at us. I think I got on videotape and posted. He's
Mhm.
like, "You guys realize that we're opening everything tonight, right? Like this train has
Mhm.
left the station and it ain't coming back."
Yeah.
And then we just gave in and ripped everything.
I almost quit though.
No.
I did. Yeah, no, I was ready to quit because how do you explain being really happy and then just wanting to not be a part of something anymore because you're so happy for somebody else?
Oh,
Isn't
yeah,
that called
Dave.
marriage?
Well,
No.
I don't know what
Maybe.
you guys are talking about.
you
Um,
Well, that's
know.
because you have a happy marriage.
only California Dave gets good cards. So that was the big thing we learned. Every box he opens, it's like, it's just ridiculous. He opens his first like pack of 22 Parker champions. You would love this card, Phil.
What'd
It's
you
one of your
get? What'd you
favorite-
get? Yeah.
Yeah, what do you get?
So we all bought boxes from the same case, I'm assuming.
I would assume.
And like the first pack I opened, I got the patch auto of the case.
Mm-hmm.
So I got
Which
a
was
John.
it?
It was the John Tavares patch
Yeah.
auto, which is
Yeah.
kind of funny because I own that exact card.
Yeah, it's like,
So-
oh, I already have this. It's like, yeah, okay, Dave.
Oh, well, that was fun. I already have this card,
not?
so
Oh, and then
Oh,
he
I love
opens
it.
up SP Authentic. Of course, he gets a Future Watch auto patch because, right? And here's the thing about Dave. What we learned last night, he thinks that every box of SP Authentic has a Future Watch auto patch because he gets one in every
Mhm.
box he
Yeah.
opens, right? So he was like, well, what do you mean you don't get one in every box?
Oh, well, no.
Didn't you
there's
get
an
one in your
auto. There's
box?
an
You didn't
auto
get one in
every
your
box.
box? What are you talking about?
Ah, Californians.
Oh, there's my
Yeah.
auto.
opens up metal, gets a PMG. Phil, I opened up a bunch of boxes. I got literally nothing. He was giving me his hand-me-downs, Dave was, because he was like, "Oh, I know you like Dustin Wolf. Here's like a card out of 25 because you didn't get anything tonight." And it's like,
Oh, Dave, you big
Actually,
jerk.
my
I
best card,
love
you
it.
didn't even say what my best card was. My best card was the Outburst Young Guns of Mitchkov.
yeah, I got a Mitchkov Outburst Silver.
Yeah, baby.
What?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's incredible. How do you
Yeah.
just kind of forget to say that, man?
I
That's
didn't.
Because there
You
were
didn't.
so many. I forgot.
Oh, you're so funny. Awesome.
I
Well, it
honestly,
sounds like a blast,
I
boys.
can't-
You guys, I had a great night. It was very fun. I enjoyed every single part of it.
So did I, because I actually, believe it or not, when I was thinking about this when we were going to bed, I didn't have a bad
Together.
pull. I had a good night with
Yeah.
cards. They weren't like as glamorous as yours, but it was still fun because I hate to say it, Josh wasn't getting itchy.
yeah,
the whole night.
everyone was really enjoying the fact that my boxes sucked.
It
So, I
made
mean,
me
Oh,
you know,
that's
it's
very-
like,
very nice.
yeah, no, you're right, Phil. Thank you.
You're welcome.
for
But the
defending me.
content, you should see the content Josh can make though when he's not getting anything. It's
Yeah,
hilarious.
I was yeah, I was no, but and actually Louis, Phil, you would be impressed by this. He had a really big Parker's card. So
Yeah.
in again 2022, you know the little 1951 minis. He hit the Gretzky numbered, the gold
gold.
foil.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's a big card. Well, baby card. It's a baby card.
It's a
It's a
big
big-
baby
it's a big
card.
baby card.
baby
It's a
card.
big baby card.
I'm a big baby, so I would love that.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
Speaking of
maybe
big
we could work
babies,
it
how's
out.
your dad? How's your dad handling all you big babies at his place? Is he like you're cramping his style, or is he
No.
what? Is he
I think he
welcoming?
likes it.
Yeah?
He's loving it.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good. Well, that's
Yeah,
He's a
fun.
little bit of a amateur farmer, so he's been enjoying showing off his crops
Yeah.
to people.
Mhm.
He's got a garden,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
he grows
Fruits and
fruit
vegetables.
and flowers,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, so he's
Yeah.
been very
Awesome. Can't wait to
excited
meet him. Can't wait to
Yeah.
hang out there.
I know. There was that coloring crayon patch in there.
Mhm.
Excellent. That's where I'll be sleeping. Fantastic. So what's the plan for the rest of the time while you guys are there? You gonna go to the pontoon boat
Mm.
more, or
This plan
gonna
should-
go on a hike?
That plan should have started 2 hours ago, but
Well, now that Louis' blood pressure is hopefully back to normal, and we
God.
don't have to maybe take him into the hospital because
Yeah, I get. Do you have a defibrillator there? You probably
Yeah.
should. With all
Well,
you,
I think he's
just
relaxed
taking
now.
parts
He
in
was
that
a little he was a little wound up this morning. That poor Chandler wanted to make some because he's doing some social content, and he has a video, and he goes, "Hey Louis," and Louis goes, "If you are recording, just don't. This is not a good time."
What do you mean,
This
poor
is
Chandler? He has
Chandler-
his whole life ahead of
Well,
him. Poor
Chandler was
Yeah,
like he was like sitting like rocking and shaking. And poor kid was
sucking his thumb.
traumatized.
Was he sucking his thumb? He
Yes.
was sucking his
Mhm.
thumb for
He
sure.
was traumatized from the whole experience, and Louis was like the dog, like,
Mhm.
just he's like,
Love
whoa,
it. Good
okay,
job,
get away
Louis.
from him."
Good. Put the youth in their corner.
Yep.
Bunch of
Yeah, he
crazy
did it. We're
kids.
just gonna have fun now. A little bit of schedule stuff. So you're going to be doing the podcast, Thursday's podcast, on
Yeah.
your lonesome.
Yeah. Do you want me to follow? Are you providing me framework, or is it my all on my lonesome? I can do it.
Well,
Do you have
what do
anything you
need?
want? I've already kind of loosely done the framework.
Okay.
didn't know
yeah,
if-
it's on,
if
no, it's
you
your
want-
show.
Get
It's your
her.
show.
Okay.
Get her done.
All right.
I would
Listener,
still
beware.
like to
wanna-
have a
wanted to do
business
one.
when we come back
Yeah.
home. I mean, that's my only request.
Can we do
You're
So
both
one next-
talking at the same time, so
Mhm.
maybe
Sorry.
one could go first.
Go.
I was just saying, I'd still like to have like a podcast when we come home.
Oh yes, no,
Uh-huh.
don't worry. No,
Okay.
no, I'm gonna be so boring, and I'm gonna be very boring. I'm gonna be
You're
so
gonna bo-
nervous.
Just like you, Josh. I'm going to be so boring.
That's not what I meant. I'm gonna be very Keanu Reeves. There's a bomb on a bus in Speed.
Hmm.
Yes, I think the sacred ground, the podcast. So I can't promise I won't deviate, but I promise I will pull
No.
myself back to the center.
You be you, Phil.
Make it your own. Oh, now, what were we going to say,
I,
Louis?
I feel like I shouldn't be me. I feel like I should make great efforts to be even. We'll see what happens. Please listen. Give it a chance.
I don't know what I was going to say. That was 30 seconds ago. So,
Okay.
Yeah, Goldfish Louis.
Mhm.
Well, we're going to wrap it up here. We got to get out to the lake, eh?
Well, you also said there's a card shop around, and since we all ran out of
Yeah,
wax, we got to
I
go
need
buy
more
some more.
wax.
We
So
might have to go to the card shop tonight. By
Your
way.
dad's gonna think you're all. He's gonna pull you all aside, son. We need to talk. This card thing's getting out of control. Don't tell
We're
me
being
what to
out
do,
of control.
Dad.
No.
Sure, it's been out of control for a while. I do, before we wrap it up, want to shout out all of our sponsors real quick. We got to pretty much see everybody,
Mm-hmm.
and they make this show possible. So it's amazing to see Karn and the Slab Sharks crew at the show. And remember, the weekly auction keeps humming along, and so there's a new one up. Will end this Thursday. Of course, Johnny and Amendola was he said the most amazing things about us to Upper Deck, and I was really
Aw.
grateful
Yeah, that was really
grateful
nice.
for that, and really
Thanks,
respect
Johnny.
him. Yeah, I mean, he did not have to, and he did, and so very much respect and appreciate that from him. And again, go to mintink.ca, get all your hobby boxes there. We got to see Enzo Ferrari.
Mhm.
He's very excited, Phil, for you to get rolling on your insurance policy, and he's
Me
going to be
too.
doing some content around the what he saw at the National, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Oh, good.
As
Okay.
far, so I'm looking forward to that. Again, privatecollectioninsurance.com. Of course, Grant was there and doing big things like he always is. And this Wednesday, the crazy
Oh, the
break.
big break. Yeah, it's
Big
nuts. Yeah,
mixer.
Oh,
Big mixer.
cannot wait from that. You guys have to watch that on the
Oh,
plane.
I'm watching that.
If
we're
you can,
spectators.
dude.
If anyone's wondering, yeah, we're spectators.
gonna be
I'm a moderator.
crazy.
Don't screw around. Yeah.
Definitely spectators there, and just everybody that supports us.
Devil.
Very, very. Oh yeah, Pather, of course, the ultimate holder. We we were such. We can't stop, Phil. We were talking about ultimate holders to everybody. So when I
Yeah,
met
I
David
saw it.
Chow,
Yeah,
he
must
had
love
again.
them.
Remember I said he was showing us like these pickups that he got that were all like Crosby 101 cup cards and
Well,
crazy.
he had a Jake Ottinger shield. He's just like carrying around, like no big deal. I have the Jake Ottinger rookie shield.
I should fly to China just to
Part of the set.
film him in his collection. Forget the
You
China,
should.
China, China
Seriously.
Fest, Fanatics China Fest. What's it called?
Mojo Fest.
Mojo Fest. Oh, sorry. Yeah, go film
yeah.
his cards.
So he had all these cards in one touches, and I pretty much drug him over to Pather. I'm like, you need to learn about ultimate holders.
Oh, dude, did it sell itself?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously.
He had these crazy $1,000 cards in these holders, and they were just scratched.
Oh, they look terrible.
They look terrible. You couldn't even barely see the cards, and
Mhm.
so it was like, hey, let's go get you something good.
Oh, and
That-
I can calm down now, everybody, and everybody else can too. I got the mother load at Pather, so I'm good to go.
Yeah,
for
Louis
a
stocked
while.
up.
yeah.
Louis stocked up. So that was amazing. All right. Any closing thoughts before we wrap her up?
I miss you guys, but I'm happy you had a lot of
Yeah.
fun. I'm sad I wasn't there, but it sounds like you boys represented our vibe and our culture and all the good listeners very proudly. So
Okay.
job, boys.
How have you been coping? Has this been harder than you thought it would be? Easier than you thought it would be?
it's a lot harder. It was a very challenging week for me. I had a good work week, so that was I'm
Good.
blessed for that. This weekend kind of sucked. Yeah.
No,
kinda
I'm
sucked.
sorry, man.
I watched 28 Years Later yesterday, so that was better. And my son watched the movie with me, so I was really happy.
Nice.
So that's
That's
okay.
good.
You guys,
That's
after
good.
this week, I don't want to talk about it. It's over. It's done, and we move on.
All right.
We're banned for talking about it.
Our
after this
1 week
Yeah.
window went to
Mhm.
nothing.
What
Yeah,
about you, Baba
Carter
Louie?
called me a couple days ago. I'm not calling him back till Thursday when he's back home.
Oh, he just
Like,
showed
hey,
up.
what's new?
He just
Yeah.
showed up.
Oh,
Like,
okay, good. Yeah, tell him I'm calling him back next week.
Okay.
I don't
All
want to talk to any of you anymore.
Oh,
Not for a bit.
well,
All right.
I'll FaceTime you later, buddy, and you can see what
Oh,
we're
thanks,
doing.
Louis.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Parting shots, Louis?
Parting shots.
Comments.
Dude, this ain't over. No, I'm just excited to keep plugging away with everybody here and have fun and build this and
I'll
have
do
fun
it.
with you guys. I miss Phil. But go see the National if you haven't. It's definitely worth it.
Yeah, maybe that's a good way to get your closing thoughts, Dave. What would it? Do you recommend the National? What advice would you have for anyone that hasn't been now that you've experienced it for the first time yourself?
Yeah, even as a hockey collector, and I really don't collect anything else, I think it's an experience to be had, right? I
Mhm.
mean, to go to the National just to see it and to see the vastness of it. There obviously is still hockey. There's some amazing cards there. So there's lots of wax, hockey wax. So it's still an experience that's worth the time and the travel to go do it. It's not going to be the same as going to the expo in Toronto. It's not going to compare to that as far as like hockeyness, but as far as an experience, you make the most of your experience. If you want to have a good experience, you're going to have a good experience.
Mhm.
And so just go into it with that mindset, knowing what is there and how it is, but just to see just everything there. It was more of an experience than just a card show.
Right.
So go into it thinking that.
All right.
The
We did it.
national experience.
We did it.
There you go.
So thank you everyone for tuning
Mhm.
in. We Phil will be back on Thursday, and
Yeah, see you Thursday.
Yeah.
Good list.
yeah, good listener. We'll and hopefully we'll have a show to come back to after that. But we trust Phil, sort of.
We won't know.
He'll be fine.
We don't know. We'll see what happens. If you like the episode, please leave a rating, review on Apple, Spotify, whatever podcast app you listen to. If you love the show, do you love the show, Louis?
Daily.
Did you love it?
You want to support us? You want to join us on the Hockey Cards Gongshow Discord server? Get a little less lonely. Poor Shell Shock Chandler is sitting over there looking very lonely. Maybe he should join our Patreon for as little as $5 a month and join the Hockey Cards Gongshow Discord server where tons of fun stuff going on. Oh, we're going to do a whole thing about what's going on in Discord and you, Phil, and the Phil meets Chuck Norris meets Bill Brasky thing. That'll be a good teaser for next Monday. It's very easy to support us. If you want to, just go to our website, hockeycardsgongshow.com, click on the Become a Patron link, go to Patreon directly, patreon.com, search for Hockey Cards Gong Show. There's a link in the show description in both the YouTube and podcast apps and our Instagram, TikTok profile too. We are on social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. And boys, the Hockey Cards Gong Show podcast is a production of Dollar Box Ventures LLC. Baba Louie, take us out.
Party naked. Bye.
Yo, it's the Gong Show. We're dropping the facts. Hockey cards on fire. No holding us back. Josh looking sharp, the face of the scene. Feeling pork chop pants, rocking it clean. Baba Louie in the booth, he's the man with the plan. The best producer in all the land. Gong Show Nation, let's hit the flow. It's the Hockey Cards Gong Show. Let's go, let's go. Wanna say them in the show. So blue and living boy.
Oh my god, that's my song. You better believe it is.